Yeah,
That's
Richard
the one that
Boone.
that's the one that Doug Drexler's always talking about.
It's really good.
He actually played Paladin in one of the Star Trek. I think it's Star Trek Continues. Or was it Star Trek first? Yeah, Star Trek Continues. He played Paladin in a holodeck. There you go, a little plug for you, Doug.
We love Doug.
I forgot Kung Fu was a Western.
Should have had Bruce Lee in it.
Well, he created that show basically, and then was told that it would never air with an Asian in the lead role.
That's why you have David Carradine as, the lead.
Whatever you do, don't give that man a belt. Oh, too soon?
I see what you did there.
That's just not right.
You know, it's the little known thing is the sister show that aired in China was called Smith and Wesson. It was not a Western. It took place in feudal China. Sorry, bad joke. It was. I love it when they just sit there and go. They can't all be funny.
That crashed and burned. That's like,
Can't all be
I don't
funny.
get it.
Well, Kung Fu, American Western, Smith and Wesson, feudal China. Never mind. Guys just don't know humor.
We're just gonna let you dig that one.
Okay. Back to the
Dig a
fart
hole,
jokes.
Dig a hole.
Back to the fart jokes. We are playing to the lowest common denominator.
And we've started to dig.
And this is new. How?
It's not.
I still think that they need to do that now. They need to have an Evil Dead / Pokemon TV show. Just to see Ash just tearing through like an entire army of Pikachu with a chainsaw. Pikachu, Pika, Pika.
What Pokemon equates to a Deadite?
There's gotta be something that's
There's a
similar.
few, aren't there? Zombie type Pokemon.
Well, they got one that's just trash. I wish I was making that one up.
Me too. Huh. Full circle. And there's nothing else. I knew there was something else. Oh, what was it? Aside from the Batman, go watch the Batman Superman thing, or
We
Batman.
can discuss that theory.
Batman Darth Vader thing. Which
We can
theory?
the Von Strucker theory.
Oh, well, go ahead, because I gotta read it. I haven't read it yet.
Jesus, Adam. I've been in the
Well-
chat room for an hour.
Dude, I am the guy who runs the show. I don't have time to read all this stuff.
He's the host, not the talent.
Wow. Wow. We gotta have a show. We are gonna have a meeting after the show.
I didn't say it.
I'm sorry,
Not
I couldn't
say
help
that.
myself.
That was good, though. That was really good. You got me. Oh, okay. There was another
Can't
one.
do teach.
Real quick. As we're sitting here now going, yeah, I guess we're going on the 2-hour mark. They are filming Tron 3 this fall. Or this spring.
I did see that.
I'll watch it.
Tron
Uh-oh.
3, Tron harder.
Tron with a vengeance.
Tron 4.
Well, they gotta get it before Brock Leitner gets way too old to even play any role.
But he can't even be in it. Aren't all his characters dead now?
No, Tron didn't die, did he?
Pretty sure he sacrificed himself or something.
He basically got rebooted. Watch the end of the second film. He's like, the last thing you hear is I served the users, and he broke against the reprogramming, fell into the water, whatever it is, and you see the yellow lights turn blue. So he returned to being Tron. We just don't know what happened after that point.
Probably continue the fight against evil Jeff Bridges.
Assuming that evil Jeff Bridges isn't de-resed.
That was one of the worst cases of the Uncanny Valley that I have ever seen.
What was?
A Jeff Bridges CG. God, it was bad. It was
Yeah,
hard to watch, especially since it came out the same year as Avatar.
Yeah, but
Did
I
it
didn't
really?
watch that one.
Yes.
That does not seem like those came out the same year.
When you think about the technologies involved of Avatar, I mean, it's like you know that you can do realism with a computer, and yet Jeff Bridges and Tron just look so fake. Now, I get it. A lot of them is like, well, he was in the computer. Everybody else was in the computer, and they looked real.
I think the big mistake was they didn't go full CGI. They filmed him and then de-aged him digitally, right?
No, I
Just like
think it
they
was
did with
full.
Ron.
No, they filmed him as playing himself, and then they de-aged him.
No, maybe that's why.
See, they may have been better off just going full digital, since they basically did anyways.
I thought Reboot was coming back to TV. Speaking of Tron and computer stuff. Didn't we talk about that about 6 months ago? That Reboot was getting a reboot? I could have sworn I saw that somewhere.
Reboots have
Yeah, I remember that conversation.
Oh well, neither here nor there. Got a new Alien movie coming out. Tron, Daredevil. If you get a chance, go look at the Age of Ultron trailer that's been redubbed by little kids. It's quite cute.
Did you see the one where it takes
Holy
all the scenes
crap,
and put 'em in
Reboot is
chronological
20
order?
years old.
No, that won't make
Yes,
it feel old
yes.
at all.
I'm gonna go curl up in a corner and cry now.
I'm gonna point at you and laugh.
I turned 22 in less than 2 weeks.
You want to hear something funny? I am older than most of my high school teachers were when I was in high school.
That's scary.
That makes me feel old.
Yeah, but just think most of them are possibly still teaching high school.
Sure.
As a side note, the site that I was watching the Rebels from, they still don't have the latest one.
Okay. Oh, last thing before we go. This is going to be the last thing we talk about because we are pushing the 2-hour mark. We did not touch on Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk bringing a Kickstarter out.
Calling it Con Man, I think is what they're calling it.
Yep, Con Man, because Convention Man doesn't sound as cool.
Convention man!
Alan Tudyk could be the getaway driver.
Between the premise, which draws directly from Tudyk and Fillion's experiences at fan conventions, and the actors already on board the project, Con Man seems to be catering directly to the fans of Firefly. Those who enjoyed Firefly and Serenity will likely be excited by Con Man, since it returns to the idea of the cult sci-fi show in a way that doesn't expand the lore, but does honor the series. Wasn't Fillion trying to get the rights to it?
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard that.
I could have sworn that they were trying to get it. I was right? Fillion was trying to get the rights to Firefly. You know what? I think I know why it didn't strike a chord with me. Not that it's a bad show, that it was badly written. It was Joss Whedon. I like Joss Whedon stuff. I think it's because I really am not a big fan of Westerns. I can watch Westerns, but I'm not all hyped up about Westerns. And it really was a Western set in outer space.
But didn't you like Cowboy Bebop?
Yeah, but again, it's not one of those. I mean, there are other animes I'd rather watch. So, I mean, again, it doesn't strike a chord with me the same way that...
No, I can understand you not liking it. That's fine. My problem is with certain series, people that don't like it, they never can just say, "Oh, I don't like it," but whatever. They always have to like try to pick it apart. And
Oh, no.
thankfully, you don't do that.
I will not, because it was a well-written show, had engaging stories. It was just the premise of it that it was supposed to be set in the future, but everything looked like an old western, and it threw me. Visually, it threw me. Even though it really was a good written show, a well written show, it deserved much more than it got. It just didn't strike the same kind of chord as, say, like Battlestar Galactica did, and a few of the other ones.
Don't forget, it's supposed to be about people hanging out on the fringe trying to get away from the more technologically advanced group that essentially conquered them.
Rebels.
Yes, like I said earlier.
Yeah, when you draw the comparison that way, yes, it is very much like Rebels. Now, I have
the
seen
last episode.
I have seen Serenity, and I was very upset that they killed Wash.
That's
Have
what
you-
I'm going to comment too.
You know, there were fans that did physics experiments and stuff to prove that Wash was still alive.
Oh no.
Nah,
They're- no.
The
No,
physics, I think, supports that he's dead.
Apparently, they teamed up with like ER doctors and physicists and stuff, and the conclusion was that there
It
was
went
a
through his
possibility.
heart.
They said there was a possibility that he was still alive, according to their study.
And so is
He had
Trinity.
a heart transplant and a lung transplant.
Yeah, but by the time they got back to him, he would have bled out.
That's okay. Jesse Ventura didn't die in Predator either.
Didn't he get ripped
I'm a
apart?
sexual tyrannosaur.
No, he got his chest blown out.
Got better. Not dead yet.
Yeah, I mean, and you know what? It just shows Whedon's little. He knew who the favorite character was, and Wash really was. Of all the characters on the show, I found Wash to be my favorite. I was like, okay, yeah, okay, you can have Captain Maul and everybody else. Wash was just a cool guy.
Some of the best lines.
He did. He was like the one I could relate to him just because of his attitude and stuff. And then they went and killed him. I was like, are you kidding me? Really? Yeah, everybody else you could have killed. You could have killed River. You could have killed anybody. You killed him.
Can't kill the badass.
I was upset when they killed Mr. Universe. Since he was the only obviously Jewish character in the whole freaking thing.
They should have killed River. That would have shocked everybody.
Okay, you took that big breath. There was the follow-up.
No, it's just that was everybody going, oh, how can you say that? See, I know the show. I did watch the show. It's not like I haven't watched it and I poo-poo it. I've watched the show.
I never connected to River enough that her death would have shocked me like that.
Again, she looks like my older sister, so no matter what I see my sister, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, no. I remember somebody, she's so hot, oh my god. I was like, no, that's my sister. She has visual similarities to my sister's face. Yeah, no. I don't know, she didn't talk for the first 5 episodes.
I'm looking at the link that Tay just posted.
Dirty mind test.
That one's been floating around for a while.
It has, but it's still funny.
Is that for real? Was that really on the show?
I would guess.
I don't know. I could suspect that a couple of those letters may have been adjusted, but it could be.
I
seems
can't
like something
tell
they do on
because the
Family Guy.
picture quality is bad enough that adjusting it wouldn't be that difficult.
It's supposed to be luck be in the air tonight.
What was when I saw that? If you did not get Luck Be in the Air Tonight, the internet has ruined you.
Or you're just a horrible person in general.
It's seriously, it's like one of those Family Guy things because they did that with the Family Guy. Say, oh, I was way off.
It reminds me of that episode of South Park.
Snopes says it's false.
Was it the one of the other ones was Quagmire's cross country RV, and him and Brian and him walk up. Isn't there an O in country? No, giggity giggity giggity.
Oh wow, yeah, you can look at it and know it's false because the I in air should already be there.
No, because the I is not.
Yes,
And tonight.
because the I in and I in tonight are already there, so the I in air would be there.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
Well, the
The eyes are
Snopes
not
picture
there.
has them there, so I don't know.
Oh, well, somebody just erased the letters.
I don't know. The Snopes picture has the I in and the I in tonight, but not the I in air. But
I'm
Snopes
gonna say
says
the
the whole
Snopes pictures is wrong.
Snopes says the whole thing is false, so I don't know.
That had to have at least been on the show at some point. That show's been on the air too long to not have that phrase.
You know what movie we have to go see so we can talk about it on the show? Gunman. Isn't that the one that's coming out with Sean Penn?
Why is he suddenly doing an action movie?
That's what I want to know, and I want to go watch it. I was like, Sean Penn has never struck me as an action movie kind of guy, and all of a sudden he's going the Liam Neeson route, and now I'm intrigued to go watch the movie.
Did someone
like
die,
to me
Sandler?
that was as
Or
weird
is he
as
just
what's
starting
his
to kill?
name doing. To me, that was as weird as what's his name doing that space prison movie.
Rocky Balboa?
What? No, not
Sylvester
not,
Stallone.
not the Stallone Schwarzenegger movie.
That was good. I like that one.
No, the
only
the
space
guy
prison movie
he
I
was
know.
in he's
Iron
been
Man
in a
3.
Yeah.
The actor. I don't know the actor's name.
And then he suddenly out of nowhere did that space prison movie where he's like an action hero and it just didn't fit.
Ben Kingsley?
No, not Ben Kingsley.
The actual bad guy from Iron Man 3.
Oh, the dude hyped up on Extremis.
Yes.
Guy Pearce.
There you go.
Which we should have figured was a tie into S.H.I.E.L.D. way back when. I made that connection the other day when I was watching it. It was the first time I noticed it.
Okay, one more thing before we go, because we are going to go. You guys are all way too old for this show. But I remember it very vividly as a kid because I remember, for some reason, as a 4-year-old kid running around with a cape on claiming to be Electra Girl, or Electro Woman. Electro Woman and Dyna Girl from the old Croft Superstar show is getting a reboot.
Because, nothing can escape the reboot.
I was 3 years old. It was 1976.
Also, we would be too young for it, not too old for it.
Oh, yes, too young. You guys are way too young
We'd be
for
dead
it.
if it was too old for us.
Yes.
My guess is that's the only superhero property that somebody could find that wasn't owned by somebody else already.
But yeah, it was 16, 12 minutes. I remember the show very well. They had a really cool car. And it was so cheesy. You can look it up on YouTube. I'm sure if you look it up on YouTube, you'll find some Electro Woman and Dyna Girls with Deidre Hall. And if your mom ever watched Days of Our Lives, you know who Deidre Hall is. She's one of the actors on the soap. But yeah, I guess they have on Comic Book Resources, they have a first look at the web series reboot of the classic Sid and Marty Krofft children's show. Let's see. Here you go. This strikes home for me because I live right next door to Akron, Ohio. Electro Woman and Dyna Girl follows two superheroes as they move from Akron, because that's a huge crime area, to Los Angeles in hopes of making it big in the crime-fighting world. Only to find competition with other vigilantes and infighting amongst themselves. So basically, it's Kick-Ass on TV.
Oh, joy.
Or the internet.
Apparently, this is like the second remake, because there was apparently one where was starring Marky Post.
Marky.
No, Marky Post, the
I
chick
know.
from Night
I'm
Court.
making a joke.
Night Court. There's a show they need to reboot. Hey, if they can reboot The Odd Couple, they can reboot Night Court. Just make sure you bring Brent Spiner onto it.
Just randomly, one of the defendants.
It was one of the greatest parts of that show.
Played a hillbilly, didn't he?
Yes. But I'm gonna call it a night right there. Wolfie, this is your last show. I'm the host, not the talent. Kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It was good. That was a good one. That was a door wide open, and you ran right through it. Very
He
nicely done, sir.
juggernauted through it.
Very nicely
There
done,
was no
sir.
running.
Do you know who I am? I'm the Wolfie. Okay, well. What do I normally do at the end? Oh yeah, it's the little hey, go follow us on social media stuff. We've yet to get a Google Plus thing. I should probably do a Google Plus page.
Who uses Google Plus?
Jerry
I do.
Ryan, a few other people.
Jerry Ryan uses Google Plus.
Yeah, she's one
I
of my
do
friends
now.
on Google Plus.
I might
What's the
have
other
to
one?
start using Google Plus.
There's other ones out there that the younger, hipper crowd are into because Facebook's going to become the social media of old people. Twitter's just Twitter. Everybody uses Twitter. And tell me,
I thought anyone who was anyone was on Instagram, which is why I'm not.
you know what? Just side
You're
note,
not
real
anyone.
quick. How cool would it be to just sit down and watch TV with William Shatner?
That's what Twitter's for.
It is. I mean, seriously, he watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. last night, and he was commenting all the way through it. I would love, and you just know he's yelling at the screen. It would be hilarious.
I'm sorry, but like, where's the letter writing campaign to the to Warner Brothers to get him on Arrow?
Or Flash. Ooh, he could travel between both.
Should get him with the Rift Tracks guys.
Yes. But there's neither here nor there. Oh, back to the
And then
social media
they
thing.
Rift Tracks Star Trek.
I think
Not
they did.
not the old ones, the new one. With
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
here's another scene where I'm not in it.
Okay, well, so yes, if you are a fan of the show, if you listen to our show, you can follow us on Twitter, and our handle is @thegeekez. It is TheGeekEZ @thegeekez. Same with Facebook. It's facebook.com/thegeekez. And we definitely need more Facebook likes, so go out there and like us on Facebook. Let's see, email, it's thegeekez@gmail.com if you have any ideas for the show, or you just want to contact us and let us know we're doing a good job, or that you hate our guts and all that kind of stuff, and I won't read those anyway. We hate you in the reason line or the subject line, and it'll just get tossed in the trash. But aside from that, does anyone have anything else pressing they want to talk about before we leave?
I should have news for you next week from the convention floor.
Ooh.
What convention floor?
The one I'm going to this weekend.
Which is
Comic-Con.
Mm.
Each Schmiler convention.
Are you cosplaying?
Duh.
He's going as a penguin.
I wish. I wish.
Penguin Mon.
Hip hop, thank you.
Okay then. Well, cool. You'll have some convention floor news. But that's not WizardCon, is it?
No.
Okay.
This is actually Comic-Con.
Excellent. So we'll have that, and we'll have some Flash news and some Age of.
I did not. I've got one.
Yes.
Adam, you may have picked up on this. The voice of Don Kennard is the dance teacher on Sophia the First.
Don Kennard.
The bad guy from Tailspin.
Really?
He's doing the same accent and everything. Mr. Popov, the dance teacher on Sophia the First.
Don Carnegie.
No,
Don Carnegie.
It's Don Kennard on Tailspin. That's the character's name.
No, that's not. Don Carnage was his name.
Carnage.
It was Carnage.
That's it.
But he was always teased as being Carnegie.
Really? I have to go back and watch Tailspin now.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
I don't know. I'm still just waiting for the butler to sit there and go, "Oh, that dress is horrible. You can't wear that dress." Go back to doing fashion.
Because every good butler has a good sense of fashion.
Well, dude, it's done by it's the
Yeah,
guy from that fashion show.
Oh God, what is his name? I know his name.
The major wow factor guy?
No, it's the tall, thin, and gay
Tim
guy.
Gunn.
Tim Gunn. That's it.
You know how much money he must be making to be on that show?
On what? On Sophia?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
he's not an actor.
no, and you can tell. Because everything he does is so deadpan.
I mean, he was on How I Met Your Mother a few times, and I think that's about it.
Oi. Again, Sophia the First. If there was ever a case for white privilege, that show is it. I'm sorry. It really bothers me. That show bothers me to no end.
But she hangs out with prince and princesses from around the world.
Yes, but
Insert white privilege here.
it's the whole aspect that their school is for privileged kids only, and everything they do is for royalty and this, and the other people are just commoners and left behind. I'm like, really? So to get anywhere in life, you have to be royalty. Hence the Kardashians.
Kill them.
Oh, did you see the Barbara Walters interview with them?
No.
I guess it was ages ago or whatever. She had all of them sitting there, and she goes, and it was a little clip I saw online yesterday, and I laughed because she actually said it to their faces. She goes, well, let's be honest here. You don't sing, you don't dance, you really have no talent whatsoever. She said it to their face, and they were all like just shaking their head, kind of like, yeah, uh-huh. You still make millions of dollars for no reason.
Insert Paris Hilton here.
Yeah, but she kind of went the way of the dodo, right?
Yeah.
No pun
Haven't heard
intended.
anything from earlier.
It was totally intended.
Totally intended.
Always.
But yeah, the Kardashians really have no redeeming qualities whatsoever, yet they are super famous. All because their sister decided that it was, hey, let's make a video.
I thought being pretty was a redeeming quality.
Well, just remember, if OJ hadn't done what he did, we would not have the Kardashians today.
Damn it, OJ.
Just
Salt-
imagine if OJ had accepted the role as the Terminator.
It is OJ's fault.
OJ should be arrested on that principle alone.
We have Kim Kardashian and the crew, and it's all OJ's fault.
Kermit took down the Twin Towers.
I saw that. I haven't clicked on that link yet. I will. Alright, folks. Well, I'm going to call it a night. It is 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Well, it's 10:58. Come catch us next week. We will be live. We will be talking more geeky stuff. Flash.
Same geek time. Same geek channel.
Well, yeah, sometime around there. Anywhere between 8 and 8:30. Pikachu. What was the name of the show again?
Pika.
Oh, god dang it, I don't remember now.
I'll go back and listen to the recording. That was a good name. Okay, so, say goodnight, boys.
Night.
Night.
Good night.
You sure? You
I'll say
decided
goodnight
to
for Alistair. Good night.
You guys are all so enthused. I'm sorry. Do you want to keep talking? We can keep going.
I gotta work tomorrow, so.
Yeah, okay.
I've got a pack.
I gotta pee, so.
That too.
You can go right where you are. We're not gonna stop you. It's gonna be very weird, though.
Thank you. Do I get to hold the button down so everybody can hear it?
See, I want to get a Bluetooth headset so that I don't have to worry about stuff like that.
Oh, dear Lord. No. Noises we don't need to hear.
Then that would be basically just, reenacting one of the Naked Gun films.
That would be true toilet humor.
But
Hey,
Yeah.
right down the shitter.
I'll tell you right now, on that brown note,
Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah.
Womp, 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 womp.
What's brown and sounds like a bell?
Wolfie's jokes.
Dung.
Okay. Any more bad puns before we go? Seriously, this is it. Say goodnight, please. Good night, please.
Good night, please.
Good night, please.
Please?
Look, with blank screen, everybody's looking at a blank screen on the live feed going, what is going on? Do I see anything? And yeah, you're going to see it right about now.
Thank you. Thank you.